What is going on, guys? Jack here, and today it's the end of season number 4 here at Towler Town. It is episode number 29 of Park to Prem. How have we got to 29 episodes already? That is absolutely outrageous. I'm hoping today is going to be another memorable one. If you missed last episode, it was a huge game. We had a little recap, a record club sale as well. And if you watched that game, you know the kind of situation that we were in with 4 games remaining. And well, without further ado, let's look at the last 2 games since you were last here. Of course, a 3-0 win against Morpeth was a great way to respond, having lost to Blythe Spartans. We started off with a convincing little 2-0 win. Cumwenda and Akeem rose with the goals. Lindsay, the new signing, of course, from Scarborough, again involved in the build-up play of this first goal for Cumwenda, got the assist, has looked superb out on the left, and 2 pretty nice finishes all in all. And well, following on from that, a week later, another away trip, this time to Witton Albion. A 1-1 draw, a game that we went behind in the early stages really. 23 minutes gone, Rob Nolan with an outrageous effort from range, did not expect it to find the back of the net. And we came back quite quickly afterwards. Cumwenda with the goal, Lindsay again with another assist. And with this result here, Cumwenda has now scored in 8 league games in a row, which is absolutely insane. He has just turned it on this year and just kind of started scoring. Having not done particularly well, he's found his feet, he's found his form, and he's looked exceptional for us up top. We will hope today he continues his goal-scoring form. As I mentioned as well, Lindsay, 5 games played for us, 2 goals, 2 assists. Look at it. I feel like I'm excited for this guy. He could be a really important part of our team. But anyway, you want to know, a draw and a win, not a flawless record. Where does that leave us in the title race? We left things even with Gateshead, and you can see here, they have struggled as of late. We sit 2 points ahead of them, and you can see, if we just look at their recent games, they've not been great either. You can see they've drawn 3 of their last 4 games. They've got Clitheroe and Buxton to end the year. A draw against Dunstan. A massive win for them, though, against Radcliffe. That was the game I was almost expecting them to slip up in. Radcliffe have been superb this year, a team that we've been unable to beat, but, well, Gateshead managed it. But then against Dunstan, who they should be beating, they drew 1-1. So they've got Clitheroe and Buxton. They are in 7th and 11th. As for us, we've got Workington, which I believe I said was Wockington or Wokington earlier. It's Workington, like WorkTheSpace. It's not WorkTheSpace. Maybe it is. Maybe I've been saying my name wrong this whole time. Either way, we've got them. They're in at 10th. And then we've got Altrincham in, you can see here, 8th place. We could wrap things up after 1 game if we win and they lose. That would be ideal. That would save me a whole lot of headache and heartache. Heartache. I'm thinking about my belly, clearly. Let's get into this game, shall we? I'm just nervous, folks. I'm all over the place. This is the team that we're going to go with. Unfortunately for us, David Connolly is away on international duty. You can see the team here, though. He's out, so Jackson comes in. He's obviously returned to the team this year. Been an okay second choice right back. I would say he's the weak link on this pitch right now. Obviously, we've got Rodri and Younger at centre-back. Harker still in goal for us as well. He's done very, very well, really. He's been, at us now for the last 3 years, and this has been his best ever year. 20 clean sheets he's kept. That's pretty impressive. Midgley at left-back. Anderson is going to come in at box-to-box midfielder. I've been very underwhelmed by our centre-mids' performances alongside Boxall, who, let's be honest, this guy's been the best player in the team this year from a creative standpoint at the very least. He's been absolutely superb, but we've never really found a partner for him. Anderson is the player who has done better things when we've given him chances. I feel like giving him a chance again today. Lindsay out on the left, keep an eye on him. He was incredible in our last live com. More of the same, please. Akeem Rose out on the right, Cumwenda and Stewart up top. And you know what? Let's just get into this. I am nervous, I'm scared, I'm petrified. You may have seen it, Dr. Benji kind of completely throw a league away from a similar position to this in his series. We're 2 points ahead. If we win our remaining 2 games, we are done. Let's not lose them. I don't want to go through the playoffs. Of course, if the worst happens and we end up in the playoffs, that won't be today. I'm going to go away, cry, and we'll come back tomorrow with the playoffs. I'm hoping it won't come to that. I'm hoping, these 2 games we're going to cruise along in. And, well, you know what? It's probably a good idea to get the league table up in the bottom right, and we'll get the latest fixtures up as well. Where are we? Latest scores. So the big game to keep an eye on is... Where are they? Where are you, Gateshead? Gateshead v Cliff Row. We'll keep an eye on it. It's 0-0. They're away from home. Midgley's got a knock already. That's not good. Ball in. Leighton Stewart to Cumwender. He's offside, Jack. Stop celebrating. I feel like everything starts to feel very serious in Football Manager once you have all the panels laid out. That's when you know you're in crunch time. Midgley's injury is a little bit concerning. I almost want to make a safety change. The player to bring in would be Andre Brooks, who we signed last year to be kind of that backup fullback option for us. To be honest, Midgley has just cemented left back kind of down as his own position this year, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to bring in Brooks. That might prove to be a critical error because now we're playing our second choice fullbacks at either side, but I feel like with Younger and Rodri in the centre, Harker in the goalkeeping position as well, hopefully we can do our thing. I've just noticed Gateshead have got a goal ahead in their game. So right now a draw is not good at all. If we draw and Gateshead win, I believe we'd be ahead of them on goal difference. Make of that what you will. As far as I'm concerned, that would be problematic. You can see here, they're losing 2-1. They've had 2 goals scored against them. Hold the phone. Cliff Row, please. You can see the goal's only just showing through here now. Apparently it happened in the 37th minute. We now need to win this game here for ourselves. Cumwender's there. He's not offside this time. Akeem Rose has not been ideal in terms of his recent form. Cumwender, though, cometh the man, cometh the schoolboy. He's turned up for his exam in the crunch time of this year. That now extends his goal-scoring run to 9 games in a row with a goal. They call him the Jamie Vardy of the non-league. Look at that header down. A long-term servant of the club who last episode, I missed it, but he scored his 100th goal at the club in the last episode. This is also our 200th match as manager, so that gives you an idea of his longevity in the team. He's been around for a decent chunk of time. And whilst Leighton Stewart, really this year, hasn't impressed like he did previously, Cumwender's been the man to just step up and show us what he's made of. And well, falls to Lindsay, deflected. Is that going to count? It's been given as an own goal. Lindsay should get the goal there. I think his initial effort is on target. We're 2-0 up, folks. Can the promotion party begin now? I was not really expecting Gateshead to slip up. I'll level with you. I was thinking we were going to go to both games with everything on the line, but that is absolutely huge for Lindsay to slot it away. We are 2 goals up in this game. Gateshead, I imagine they're going to come back in their game, so I'm not going to get too carried away. But if things stay as they are, with 1 game left, we would be 5 points clear. And if you can do math, then you know what that means. That would mean that the title is ours. And well, Boxall wins the ball well. Just keep an eye on that Cliff Row game as we do need to still defend. Oh my gosh, Anderson, he's getting a red card. He's getting a red card. What is with our discipline? Give him a yellow slice of cheese, ref. No, he didn't ask for red cheese. He wanted the yellow cheese. What are you doing, Lino? I'm going to blame the lino. Right, Leighton Stewart, you've been poor lately. I'm learning from my mistakes, everyone. We're not going to sacrifice the midfield or the wide players. We are just going to make a straight change in the middle. And well, Jermaine Anderson, I talked about him being a little bit of a risk. You know, I was going to give him the chance. This was his moment to prove himself, and he's just completely blown it. And well, we're down a man now, and I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it at all. What is that name? Wait. That's a weird name, isn't it? Boxall. Run, Boxall. Run. He's on his own. He's not known for his legs, is Boxall. He isn't quick. He isn't particularly mobile, but he made a nice run there. Jackson wasn't able to beat his first man with the ball into Boxall, though. Younger to Bradley. The blonde beasts in the middle linking up, and there's another one of them. Boxall. Jackson on the overlap again. Second choice right back. Almost a perfect delivery there. Almost a perfect delivery. That was... Oh, if the keeper doesn't come out for that, it's fine. Although, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Potts has scored. It's 2-1. Are we about to bottle this? I really hope not. If we draw, the title isn't sealed. If we draw, the title isn't sealed. I mean, it's Route 1. I don't know what to... It's not sexy football, is it? It's not... I mean, it's pragmatic football. They've just lumped it down the middle and scored one. Logic dictates that I shouldn't play on attacking. I'm not very logical. I'm going to go on to balanced. And I'm also going to tell our wing-backs now, just defend. We don't need to be adventurous. We can just chill out a little, I feel like. I'm going to change Lindsay to a winger and change Akeem Rose to an inside forward. Which might seem odd, but Rose is naturally a striker and Lindsay is left-footed out on the left. And with our wingers, with our wing-backs no longer overlapping, I feel like just playing with wingers makes more sense. We just need to hold on in this game. How are Gateshead doing? They're losing 2-1 still. I mean, please, Cliff Rowe, do it for us. Younger, don't do anything stupid at the back. Oh, my Lord. Harker with it now. What are we going to do, folks? What are we going to do? I don't know. And if I don't know, what are we doing? Stop playing with it at the back. I'm trying to readjust the windows. There you go. It's still 2-1. I'm getting nervous. I'm fidgeting with on-screen stuff. Just end the highlight, ref. End the highlight. Don't let Potts score in. Rodri, nice header. Full straight to Craig, though. Now with Calperate. Oh, my God. What are we doing? I've realised now our goal difference is 12 ahead of Gateshead's. So even if we draw here, if they lose, it'll be okay. Oh, why did I go on balance? Let's go on attacking again. YOLO. I've unironically said YOLO. Please, I don't know, get rid of me. I don't know what to change. I mean, Andy Jackson's tired. I don't have anyone to bring on for him. Because Colony's away on international duty. Lindsay's been poor. You know what? You've been poor. I'm going to bring in Josh Harrison. 5 minutes. Let's get the goal that we need to win the league here and now. It's still 2-1 in that other game. And Butty is our former man. I assume that's the Butty from Season 1. Never forget, I didn't realise he was playing for Workington. Maybe he can give us a favour. What are we doing? Bradley. Oh, why do... What are we doing? Every time in a big game at Towlaw, we get a sending off. And every time I approach it slightly differently. And every time the comment section tells me you should have done this. Oh, I mean, why did I go attacking? Some would call that suicidal. I'd argue that when we switched off attacking, we struggled more. Oh, I should have changed more attacking at the end there to go for the win. What have we done? I mean, I have to hope that Gateshead lost as well and there wasn't a last-minute goal in that game now. I mean, it's going down to the wire. So if that was your concern, the fact that this was going to be an anticlimactic final episode, I hate to break it to you. Nah. They're in 10th. We were 2-0 up. We were cruising. I'm going to do something that some people would call rash. Get out of here, Jermaine. I've had enough of you, mate. I've had enough. I'm releasing him now preemptively, imagining that we're not going to win the league. I hope we're allowed to just release him. I know some will call that harsh. He's just got sent off in the biggest game of the year after I've given him a very rare first-team opportunity. He has complained a lot this year about lack of first-team football opportunities. He can bugger off. See you later, Jermaine. It's what you get. I've not taken this very well. Some would call that a tantrum move. I'd argue he's not actually that good. He scored 5 goals for us in the league, to be fair, but they were earlier on in the year, and he has complained about lack of first-team football. I don't know what to tell you. Also, I noticed there in the social feed, little Bolton update. Bolton have sensationally quashed, I can't speak, any rumours of a takeover. They're bottom of the league. They have still not sacked their manager. They're relegated with 5 games remaining. They have not won in the league since the beginning of November. It's now the end of March. Has anyone ever seen a run as bad as this? 1, 2, 3, 4. They've lost 15 league games in a row. I had to count them all. Please let me know, have I overreacted with Jermaine Anderson? I'm starting to feel a little bit guilty. I need to clear my conscience, or have it weighed on more, I guess. But frankly, that was the game for him to make a difference for us, and he's let me down. So I'm going to bring in Warrington, and then we're going to swap him and Boxall around. This is what I'd judged on paper to be our best setup. How long's Midgley out for? 4 to 8 days. The next game's in 6 days. I love Brooks. He's not an ideal option to have at left back. I mean, we could play Anya, but he hasn't got any legs, and he's not really played a lot, so his fitness is going to be a problem. Oh, I don't know what to do. When's Connolly back? 3 days. He might be back for the game. This is what our best 11 is. Although this is our old best 11 because Wellens isn't here. So you go in, Lindsay. And Harrison off at Akeem Rose. It's kind of interesting seeing how my quote-unquote best 11 has changed over the year. We are now lacking a centre mid due to the departure of Anderson, who I have released. And maybe I shouldn't have done it. But he just upset me a little bit, everyone. And I feel like we can all get behind that. You know what? You know what, Ryan Ferguson? Get on the bench. If we need a goal, I might come calling on you, my friend. And now we all kind of sit and wait for Altrincham. I always used to call it Altrincham. Altrincham? Is it Altrincham? I think it is. What am I saying? Altrincham. I don't know. It's Altrincham. I'm going to say it like that. Please berate me and belittle me for mispronouncing it. I'm ready. And if you haven't realised, we're doing this episode live. So what I'll do is we'll do this last game. If we're in the playoffs, I'll cry a little bit. If we're not in the playoffs, I won't cry a little bit. I think what we'll do, regardless of what this last result is, I will have an end-of-season episode, which will happen when then all the end-of-season awards are happening and stuff, just because I have a feeling the Bolton job might come up. I hope it does. And if it does, I would like to be, doing that as part of an episode. So marrying that up with kind of an end-of-season special makes sense. By the way, if you're wondering, I have made a 2023 shortlist of all the players with contracts expiring at the end of the year. There's loads of players here from all different league teams. If you're not familiar with this, I've talked about it before. Basically, I look at all the teams in and around us who have contracts expiring at the end of the year, who play for local clubs. So you'll see here players who just play for all the teams in the geographical area around us at a reasonable kind of tier. And if they've got contracts expiring at the end of this season, they are currently being kind of scouted and earmarked. If players get released, move on, or don't get contracts renewed, we will try and swoop and get a few freebies. That's kind of how we've sustained ourselves. It's how we got players like Charlie Wellens in for a free, and then we're able to sell him on like we did, and that is going to be essential to our success. So yes, I've been planning ahead. The end of 2023 isn't that far away. I've also just remembered, we had our youth intake, everyone. These are the youth candidates I've not signed on. But in terms of the ones we have signed on, let's just have a quick little look. If I go to Training View here, the ones without progress bars are obviously the players who have joined us. The ones who are green are currently on trial, but we've not signed them yet. But the big player, Lee Robinson. I was talking about the lack of Robinsons just last episode, and then this happened. I mean, go figure, everyone. There's no such thing as coincidences. It's a glitch in the system. He looks okay. I mean, he's listed as our hot prospect. When you look at him, you kind of just go, he's okay, isn't he? We have got Lee Robertson, who, of course, we bigged up last year. I showed him last year and was like, hey, this is our hot prospect. He's improved a little bit. He's okay. Will he ever be good enough for the first team? I kind of highly doubt it, but he's there. And then we've got Osei, can play out on the right. I'm showing you these players because I know people ask about my youth intake. The reality, as you can perhaps see from this selection of players, is it hasn't been good again, although I'm not expecting it to be good. We're a team down in the 7th tier of English football who have rapidly been promoted and haven't had the money to invest into any of our facilities. I mean, what would you expect? Anyway, we've got Altrincham last game of the season. They're in 8th. Just to have a look at the league table. I realised I never actually checked how Gateshead's game finished. They lost 2-1 though. So a draw for us is enough. A draw is enough. That is plain and simple. Even if they were to win, they would need to win 11-0 if we draw. Now, weird things have happened in football. I can't see them winning 10 or 11-0. Not without any match fixing. So we know the task at hand. I mean, the primary goal has got to be don't get a sending off. Don't bottle it, don't get a sending off. Simple as pie. Also, the players that we're scouting, loads of these are out of our league, to be entirely clear. Like, we're not going to be able to get Adam Ida from Norwich. But I just like having an eye on them anyway. If we tick the realistic transfers, who's the most kind of, when we list by doubtful, the player who's the best who we've scouted? Ryan Bruce. I mean, I'm underwhelmed. He can play anywhere down the middle, though. But you know what? We'll keep an eye on these players. We'll keep scouting away. Maybe there's going to be a few gems in here, you know? That's the hope and dream. And our expectations in terms of player quality is slightly different to that of Sunderland, Leeds United, Liverpool, when it comes to, player potential, isn't it? Let's be honest, if we can sign a player who has League One player potential, whilst for a Premier League club, they'd be tossed to the curb, told they've not got a future in football. For us, we will gobble them up like Pac-Man and then come hunting for the teams at the top like they're ghosts. I don't know where I'm going with this analogy. Something to do with Pac-Man. Anyway, Sheriff, our former man, is playing for Altrincham. He'll score a goal from range, I have absolutely no doubt. We've been told it'd be a good idea to hold a team meeting about title chances. Look at this general happiness. Look at them all. I mean, there's a few unhappy with training. A few, maybe quite a lot unhappy with training. Anyway, let's get passionate. Become Towlaw legends, boys. I mean, 16 reacted well, 11 a week. That was exactly the sort of reaction I was after. I mean, that's not a great reaction. Also, I noticed there, our player morale is pretty mixed, which feels odd to me. I guess there's a few with fair and okay, and they are players mostly outside of the first team. Like, what's Boxall's main complaints? Just that we should be doing more tactical possession training. I guess maybe he wants to move up the leagues. I mean, if we look at happiness, I'm just surprised so many are on kind of meh. I mean, when you look at all the players on quite good, they've got like satisfied for everything. Why are you not happy? I guess it's just lack of playtime for a lot of them. Anyway, you can see here, team leader, Sonny Best. How's his recovery going? Answer, he's recovered. He's never going to be the same player ever again. I wonder if I can convince him to be a staff member early. That'd be a turn up. 23-year-old scout, Sonny Best. Anyway, you can see here, this is the item we want. Players set to release youth players. This means, at this point here, these players can be approached to sign because they've been told they have no future. Burnley man, Gary Burke. I mean, at a glance, 13 to 18 finishing, 16 to 20 bravery. He's fast. He's very fast. He's not great in the air, but he's got great work rate, pressing forward everyone. He's got 1 to 2 tackling. Let's just see how much he wants. He wants to be a breakthrough prospect, £300 a week. You know what? Gaza, part-time, year-long contract. How about this? I'll give you £100 per appearance and £130 a week. And he loves it. And this is what we've got to do. His potential apparently ain't that... Well, apparently he can be a League One player, which, let's be honest, for us is still quite good. We've got Zach Gannon here. Oh my word, he's a very good centre-back. Are you interested, Zach? I can play you as a centre defender, yes. Is this going to be Deshaun Bernard, number 2, Electric Boogaloo? No, because he wants £2,000 an appearance, and I can't afford that yet. That's the issue with the big players here at United. This guy, I mean, this is my most exciting time of the year. Also, that hairline could be a problem for you, Steve. Are you sure you're 17? So he plays for United and he just wants to be a breakthrough player. I don't know how good he is. Obviously, we'll get secondary scout reports before we confirm any of these signings. But for these kind of players, just getting them on a year-long contract with a minimal appearance fee, like, you're laughing. This is how you stay afloat. We've got Gavin Kelly here. Again, he's already on my radar. He's got insane physicals. What's his goal scoring been like? He's never played. Can play anywhere in the attacking midfield position. 12 passing. See, he's only 18, right? He's got some potential. He's not got the craziest current ability, to be fair, but this is what we're all about. This is what we're all about. Again, this guy, not so great, but we've got lots of players we've been scouting. You might be noticing the fact there's certain players I'm just avoiding. Because, for example, I don't think we can afford... Yeah, you can see here, players from further away from us, the players who aren't geographically close, such as this Kosovoian player from Tottenham, he ain't going to move to us. Also, this guy playing for Coventry, might not relocate for us. Although the fact that a Coventry player has been listed as one of the big players going for free could mean he's quite good. He wants to be an important player. How much do you want a week? £450. I can give you 300. How does that sound? He really wants a lot of money. You see, here's the thing. I don't want to break the bank for this guy because I don't know how good he is. But we've got money to spend. I can't afford that much. Although we've still got the money from the sale that we did. Don't forget that we sold Charlie Wellens. Charlie Wellens died so that we could offer players more money. Please accept. I mean, that's a shame, but we'll keep an eye on him. I never have actually added Coventry to my shortlist. Of course, the other thing is I can go to my shortlist here of all the players, and obviously Zach Gannon is up here at the top. But other players here who maybe didn't come up in that email, we can also take a look at. A few of these are younger players, although I think if they play in the under-23s, they don't become available to sign kind of straight away. Gavin Hibbert here plays for Liverpool's under-23s. Can approach to sign him. Theoretically, I think we could offer £0. I'm pretty sure if you approach to sign a player like we did, you have to pay 15% of a future transfer. So doing what I just did there actually is the quote-unquote correct thing to do. We've got one Murphy here, Steve Chapman, who plays for City. See, he's left-footed, he's 18, he's got good potential, and just on the glance of things, great determination, physicals look good as well. Is he interested in a move? And also, can we sign him for nothing? We can. And if I can get in early on these players, like, it's going to be immediately worth it. So you can see here, the Liverpool youngster, Hibbert, he actually, we're already scouting him anyway, but he just wants to be a breakthrough prospect, so we're probably not going to have to pay him a massive amount. He wants £150 per appearance for a non-contract. I will give him a 1-year contract, where we just pay him £40, and he's a youngster, so we might not play that much for us, so we'll just offer him that, and he's happy with it. You know, these are punts for the future, but all you need is one of these punts to pay off. And the £40 a week, or whatever it is you're paying for them, pays off. Obviously, with Wellens, I talked about it before, we were paying him £400 a week to play for us. We've sold him after 6 months for £125,000. His total wage spend across the entire season would have been £20,000. In the end, we paid him about £10,000 a week. £10,000 total for 6 months. Brought him in on a free and sold him on for over £100,000 profit. Also, we can ask players who used to play for us and used to play alongside him to, you know, ease him along. Also, we've got Steve Chapman here. This guy looks very good. I'm just concerned he's going to ask for too much. Apparently, you might want £420 to £625 a week. Let's see what kind of money he's demanding. He wants £625. I can't offer that much. So rather than submit an offer, then have to walk away, if you just hit back here. Oh, you can't do that when you offer a fee. If you just approach to sign them, you can just exit the contract talks, go forward and come back later. Can I ask the board for a bigger wage budget? I can. Please? Please, Sandra? I don't want to get sacked. This would not be a good episode to get sacked. What about a transfer budget increase? I guess after this next match, we'll get new budgets set for next year. Oh, do I want to just give him a really unreasonable offer? I can't afford the money he wants. Maybe we'll come back to you later, Steve. Anyway, this was meant to be the end of season episode. I got sidetracked and excited by signing Regen, so I apologise, but I know for some of you that you like seeing this stuff. Let me know if you've not skipped to the next game. Let me know if you enjoyed or didn't enjoy what we've just done. I feel like a part of it is quite exciting, and also if you're trying to do a save like this, maybe it's useful for you just to see me do a little bit of that, so you can get a rough idea of how we are signing the players that we're signing. Because I appreciate, you know, obviously it comes around to the start of every season, and I'm like, hey, we've signed this former player from Manchester City, this former player from Liverpool. So just actually seeing the process, maybe that was enlightening. Anyway, let's focus on the league once more. We need to win it, and a draw would be enough. Gateshead, their final game of the year is against Buxton. Their form has been atrocious. Ours has been, well, better, but not great. I mean, the last 2 games. We could have wrapped up the league last time out if it wasn't for Jermaine Anderson getting sent off. Will Kumwenda keep his goal-scoring run going? That's what I'm most excited about here. Away from home, I'm going to go... I was going to say I'm going to go with this team, but I don't know if I can with Midgley injured. What have we been advised? What have we been told? Could he play? I don't think he could play. I'm going to bring in Brooks and play it safe. Brooks is not as good defensively, but as far as kind of offensive wing-backs go, I mean, he's not got the technicals or the mentals, but he's got the physicals. He likes to run and he's determined. And you know what? I like a trier and I like a determined player. So Brooks, you're getting the nod, my friend. Massive game. I'd be lying if I was to tell you that I'm not a little bit nervous. This is a game to make or break our year. It's kind of bizarre that in 4 seasons, this is the first time ever where the title is actually going to be decided on the final game of the year. You know, in previous seasons, we've always had it wrapped up or just had our fate sealed for a little while. This year, we have been pushed to the edge. I'm hoping that we're going to come through this test. Keep an eye on the Gateshead game. We'll see if any little updates come up in the top left. Where are they in this inbox item? In this widget, they're here. We're on the attack though. I need to focus on the action on the pitch. Boxall with it. Back post whipped in, headed away. Kumwenda's there. He scores again. Is that 10 games in a row for the schoolboy? Number 10 on his back. 10 goals in a row. And considering he's only got 23 this year, that gives you an idea of just how much he has turned it on to end this year. Every opportunity that falls his way, it feels like he takes. Strokes it home into the bottom corner. I absolutely love that from Henry. And I'm going to relax a little bit, everyone. We're 4 points clear at the top. Of course, we need a few more goals to make sure of it, but as we already discussed, a draw would be enough here. A draw would be enough, unless they win 10-0. Again, feels unlikely. Well, from what we've seen so far in this game, we are just going forward and attacking. Ball whipped in. Akeem Rose can't win his header. Boxall back to Warrington. Now with Brooks. We've brought him in. We've given him a chance. What's he going to do? He's going to win us a blooming penalty. That's why we brought him in. We love a trier. And now it's the schoolboy from the penalty spot. If we score another, I'm closing the latest scores. I'm not even going to worry about the Gateshead game. Kumwenda, make us comfortable. I know we were 2-0 up last game. I don't want to see the Gateshead score. We'll see if they move up and down the league here. I think it's done. This is fame. If I somehow lose this now, oh, this would be like, this would haunt me forever. There's no way we're going to lose this game from here. We're playing far too well. Boxall, back post, whips him. Younger. I mean, it's an interesting header. It was a tight angle, but it sailed over the bar and away to safety. And now we need to defend. Have I really spoken too soon? I don't think I have, because I think they're losing. Why did I close the latest scores? I've had a rush of blood to the head. They are losing. Akeem Rose, where are you going, my friend? Squares it. Leighton Stewart's there. It's done. It's done, everyone. We are in the Vanarama National North. Wow. It's done. It's not happening now. There is no way that this swings out of our control. Akeem Rose, superb run down the left-hand side. We're in the number 7. David Beckham would be proud of that wing play. And Stewart strokes into the bottom corner. It's his 19th goal of the year, but Leighton Stewart has really had a season of 2 halves. The first half of the season, he was the main man. Second half of this year, Kumwenda's had a coming of age. Connolly does a step over, crosses it in. Stewart's there, hits the woodwork. Kumwenda, could he get there for the rebound? Not quite. I mean, it's been a bit of an anticlimactic end to the season, assuming we win this now, because I was so concerned after that first game. Lindsay! Oh my gosh, what a save that is. But no, I was genuinely, after we just bottled that second to last game, I was not feeling particularly great. I will level with you. I feel fan-blummintastic now. National North, 4 promotions in a row, and what a performance this year's been. I know some people asked actually about Drennan, Gateshead star striker, you know, why I hadn't tried to sign him with all the money that we got from the big sale. I mean, Akeem Rose, what a finish. We can party, everyone. It's done. It is done. It's over. But people asked about why I haven't signed Drennan. The reason I've not signed Drennan is because he's on £1,200 a week, and our highest earner, I think, is on about £300, £400 a week. So I'm not going to sign a player who's on triple our salary. Also, he might not be interested in us. But that's definitely not the main reason. The main reason, I've definitely not tried to sign him, honest. The main reason is that I just don't want to break the wage budget to sign a player who I'm not convinced is going to add sufficient quality in an area where we're already looking quite good. Anyway, 4-0 up. I want Kumwenda to get a hat-trick. Dressing room talk, boys, very, very pleased. And you know what? You know what, everyone? You know what I'm going to do? Ryan, come onto the pitch, my friend. Sonny Best is not going to join him because I forgot to put him on the bench and didn't really have another spare spot to have. But Sonny Best played this year. Ryan Ferguson played 2 games so far this year. I want to see him get another goal in Town Lord colours. He has signed a contract till the end of next year. But let's be honest, oh my gosh. Joey Jones, that's an incredible goal. I'm not even mad. But let's be honest, this might be Ryan Ferguson's last time in a Town Lord shirt in a game of real significance. He's been with us all the way up the footballing pyramid so far, from tier 10 to, well, we're going to be going into tier 6 next year, assuming we don't have the all bottle jobs in the second half. We would have to still concede 4 more goals in the last 30 minutes. I don't see that happening. Weirder things have happened. Really, I want Kumwenda to get a hat-trick and Ryan Ferguson to get a goal, and then we can pack it up and call it a day. Oh my gosh, don't do this to... He's offside, right? He is offside. Good. I was about to start panicking. But it is done. We've won the league here, folks. What a crazy, crazy season. Gateshead, for a long time, looked like the team to beat. And, you know, I feel like things really turned around when we beat them 2-1 a few months ago now. And then Kumwenda found some form. We started scoring goals. Prior to that, you know, we defended well. We'd limited goal scoring, but we weren't doing a great deal. I didn't panic. I didn't change the tactics. Sometimes in Football Manager, you just go through a run of form. We stuck with it. We've kept the faith, and, well, it's been repaid by the way Kumwenda has performed. What a ball in. I thought for a second Kumwenda was about to win a penalty there. Just couldn't quite get on the end of the cross in, although we've still got a chance here. Lovely build-up play, it's got to be said. Look at this player. Keem Rose, ball of quality, please. Who can he pick out in the middle? Harrison to Brooks, to Boxall. I realised that Harrison has started this game on the left and not Lindsay. Oh, wait, no. When did I take Lindsay? Am I going crazy? Did I take Lindsay off? Did I? I'm so confused. Did I do that? At the risk of sounding like I might be having a nervous breakdown, I don't remember making the sub. Either way, it's 4-1. We've done it, everyone. What a performance. Take a bow. The players can celebrate. I'm going to celebrate too. Give us the budgets board. Give us all the money. Show me the money. I don't know how much they're going to give us. I feel like we're not going to get a massive kind of, what would you call it, windfall of money. It's not going to just land in our lap. We're going to be struggling, I think, next year. We were already not one of the big spenders in this league this year. You know, Gateshead were having wages 2 or 3 times bigger than ours. It's kind of crazy. Either way, they lost 1-0, so they truly did bottle the league to end the year. And they will be going into the playoffs alongside Radcliffe, Matlock Town, and also Gainsborough Trinity. Board set initial budgets. Give me loads of good money. Wage budget of £8,500 a week. Transfer budget of £37,000. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. We'll take that. I'm glad that we've matched the promise that we made a few players. We received £25,000 for winning it. Look at our bank balance, everyone. We're laughing. Also, that's a big wage rise. That feels good. We will make the most of that, I am sure. I realise, I feel like I need to renew all my staff contracts. Have I done that? No, that's awkward. Right. I'll ask the director of football to sort it. He's very good at these things. But the good news is we have a promotion. We've got money in the bank. We can have a party. And as I mentioned before, as I get turned down by Lisa, next episode we will do an end of season review and we'll talk about future moves. You know, do we go to Bolton now? Do we stay here? You know, crazy good promotion to get a 4th in a row. I mean, I assume Bolton still haven't got rid of their manager. That's going to be the big thing, really, isn't it? Yeah, they've still not got rid of him. I don't know what's happening over at Bolton. I don't think they know what's going on over at Bolton either, to be fair. So how am I supposed to know? But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap things up here for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. It was a crazy, crazy good one. The board are delighted with Alex Lindsay signing. I'm delighted too. Promotion is as you can see here. A B for my manager performance. That feels harsh. I guess they're looking at these cup performances and feeling underwhelmed. But we got promotion. We lived up to our pre-season billing as favourites. Our strength on the pitch, I feel like, showed. You can see here, Lindsay in the team's best 11, Boxall as well, Young, Rodri. Also, Akeem Rose up there. That feels unusual, but I'm not going to complain. He turned a corner this year and really started to be a big performer. 12 goals in the league. I didn't even realise he'd scored as many as that. Fair play. Right, I'm just rambling now. Let me know what you thought about the mid-episode interlude of us signing players. I would love to know your thoughts on if you would like to see a little bit more of that. It's definitely something that we could look to integrate into episodes if people want it. And yeah, that is going to be all from me today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. It's me, Jack, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.